Hey, what's going on with y'all? Welcome back to a brand new story time. Now, before I get the story time started, I gotta talk about the last one. Now, you know what I'm saying? Before the last one, I was getting like 17, 20 something views. Last one got 49. Now, this is at the time of this recording, so I don't know if like right now it might be at like 100 or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I want to thank all y'all for that. You know what I'm saying? I brightened up my day. But you already know, daily upload, so another story time. Now, this story time is juicy, bro. It's going to be better than the first phones, bro. See, because this story time, you got some action. I'm going to tell y'all about the time where, like, it was almost out of nowhere. So, like, where, basically, I seen like this group of guys just jump one guy over a dice roll. I don't know what happened, how much money he was making. I don't know. All I know is that he got rocked. He got rocked. So let's get into it. So this story time takes place when I was 13. Right, I was 13 at the time. I had like a girlfriend, but she was in Philly. So, cause mind you, I had moved to like Jersey when I was like 10. So what you call? So, well, no, I didn't move to Jersey when I was 10. I moved to Jersey when I was like, yeah, I moved to Jersey when I was 11. Cause I went to what you call? I went to middle school and high school here. So yeah. Anyway, that don't matter. That don't matter. So let's get into the story time. So I had a girlfriend at the time, and so like I had lived on 55th and Wyalusing. She lived like over like I don't know the exact street, but she lived like on 49th Street, like somewhere on 49th Street. I forgot. So, cause of that, basically, anytime I wanted to go over there, I would either like have to ride my bike. I have to ask my older cousin to like drive me over there, or I just had to take a long walk there and back. And you know, I wasn't trying to do that. So when she told me like, oh, her cousin could pick me up and then drop me off, I was like, bet. No. I forgot what I was going over there for. It's pretty much, this YouTube, so I can't really get into it, but you know, you know what I was over there for. You know what I was. So yeah. So after that, I basically I finally get there or whatever. Blah blah blah. We do everything over there, but that's not what y'all here for. Y'all here for the story time. So basically, I was under the impression that when we were done, her cousin was gonna drop me off again. What I didn't know is that her cousin basically works all night. So she was driving to work and she just happened to be coming by my way, and that's why I got a ride. But I wouldn't be able to get a ride until the morning. Mind you, although my brothers let me stay out because I usually either sleep at my brother's house or my grandma's house. So my grandma was already gonna be mad because you know what I'm saying, it's late at night. Around this time it's like 11 o'clock. So you know what I'm saying? But my brothers, they they didn't care if I stayed out late, but I had to be in the vicinity of the block. You know how some parents might be you could be outside as late as you want, but you have to stay on this block. That's how they were. And the time was midnight. After midnight I had to come back to the block, unless something crazy happened. So I was far away from that block. So that was already and then I had an hour and it's dark outside. So you know what I'm saying? I had to cut our time short, and I was like, hey, see you later or whatever. She was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? She gave me a hug, we kissed, blah, blah, blah. That don't matter. So I walked 2 blocks. And you know how in the hood, when if you live in the hood, you can relate. It don't even have to be the hood, but it's mainly the hood though. Where something's about to pop off, cause it's people yelling at each other. So I knew something was happening. like up the street, cause all I hear is like, no, 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 I ain't going for that. No, I don't want to hear none of that. Fuck that shit. And I'm like, yo, like, I'm like, whoa, like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm still walking or whatever. And like, mind you, I am solo dolo. If anything happened, I don't. My phone was like on 3%. I wasn't even able to call nobody. Cause you know how when your phone get to a certain percentage, it just cut off, and then like you turn it back on and it can cut off. That's what it was doing. So I was like, yo, like, whoa, like they better not be coming for me, cause like I'm a goner if that happens. So you know what I'm saying? As I'm moving closer, I see it's a dice game. Immediately, all my stress released. Like I wasn't even worried no more. See, cause like if you from the hood, then you know niggas. My bad. My cousin was walking by. But anyway, as you know, like whenever they play a dice game, something's bound to go wrong. Somebody's about to fight. So I'm like, all right, bet. The attention's not on me. It's on somebody else. So then I'm like, you know, now you one of the hood bystanders. You sitting there like, hey, yeah, yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm walking and I hear him say, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? So I'm like, all right, like, it's about to be a fight. It's about to be a fight. It's bound to be a fight. Whenever you hear something like, what you about to do about it? Fuck your crew, something like that. It's always a fight. It's always a fight. So, what's your call? So, I'm like, I'm not that far away from them. So if they do fight, I gotta like back up. See, they was on the corner of the block, and I was about this far away from them. So, if they right there, I'm about right here. So, what's your call? He like, no, what you ready to do about it? So they arguing. You know, more people were starting to like peek out their window and shit to see what's going on. Out of nowhere, wow, bro. I'm talking about. It's the loudest and fastest hit I've ever seen. Hit him, boom, and when he hit him, like the bull had like he was falling, but he was like swinging like this. So while he's swinging, he's like connecting with like two other people. So now they falling, and now like mind you, it's like five of them. So like it's 4-on-1. So he's swinging. They like sitting there taking his shoes, running his pockets and stuff. Like they trying to run his pockets, and he's sitting there like. So then I hear somebody like, "Yo, stop biting, stop biting." So I'm like, "Whoa, like who's biting?" Turns out, while like basically the dude wasn't swinging. What I seen swinging was basically what he do is like when somebody swung on him, he like grabbed them with both of his arms and bite them. That's what he was doing. So like people was like, yo, stop biting, stop biting. Like what's going on? What's going on? No, 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 no. So you know what I'm saying? They still whoop, 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 whoop. They swinging on him. So as everything go on in the hood, you know, eventually it's that one person who called 12. That's what happened. So they're like fighting, mind you. The fight has went from like the corner to like the middle of the street. So now like cars is like coming and they honking the horn and they like trying to drag this ball and he like, you know, they you know how it is, bro. So then, you know, the next thing we hear, whoop whoop, and now everybody shook. They sitting there running down the block. He just on the ground. And they like, yo, like what's going on here? What's going on here? So then immediately I start walking again. Cause like the whole fight was probably like 2 minutes long. Cause like it really wasn't a fight at first. At first it was just them grabbing and tussling like, but then like I guess he bit somebody and then they start fighting. But I don't know. All I know is that like that's what happened. Like after that, I just walked home, told everybody on the block what happened. They was like, "Yo, you all right?" Cause you know how it is. Like other people on the block will make sure that people who live on that block is okay. So you know what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And yeah, that's the story time, man. That's the story time. This one ain't as long as the last one, but you know what I'm saying. It was something crazy. So make sure you like, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We on the road to 100. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? I'm out, man. I'm out. Also, thanks for the love on the last video.